She comes across like diamonds, diamonds, easy in love when the lights are low. She comes into focus, focus, the closer she gets, the more I know. She takes more whiskey than I wine,
We're on to my second whiskey of the evening. I started out with a gin and tonic after running a bunch of errands and bringing stuff in the house. And then I had a Kimsey or Chiemsee Bavarian whiskey. That was my first whiskey from Germany ever. And even though it was not very complex, it was pleasant. I enjoyed it. Now I have something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. This is the Weiser's Dissertation. Yes, the famous Weiser's Dissertation. This is the whiskey that was made from spirit that was aging in barrels that were put there by Dr. Don Livermore. And what he did was he was trying to figure out what influence the wood had on the whiskey and how many times to use the wood before it would have no effect at all, and a bunch of things like this. I have not read his dissertation, so I don't know exactly what, but he was doing a wood management thing, and talking about the influence of wood on whiskey. So he did his doctoral thesis on this, and they granted him a doctorate for. So he had all these barrels. It's got some dust on it. It's been in my possession since sometime between the 7th and 14th of September of last year, which would have been 2018. This was sent to me by Whisky Sneerson in Saskatchewan. But seeing as it's an Ontario-only product, I'm pretty sure that Don Holland had something to do with this, because from what I understand, Don Holland and Whisky Sneerson correspond, or they did correspond. This has almost been a year in my possession, so it's about time I tried it. It has the international symbol here for "Don't get pregnant," or you won't get pregnant from drinking this. And I'm gonna pour a dram. I'm gonna pour a dram before I read the label. It's a tight little cork. Yeah, this is an Ontario exclusive product. So yeah, I think I said that already. So I suspect that Don Holland had something to do with it making its way to me. So thank you guys in advance before I try this. I don't know what it cost you. I have no idea. It says on here, Rare Cask Series. Item number A.A1262. Founder J.P. Weiser. Okay, our master blender is one of few in the world with a doctorate in distilling. His dissertation, this rye-forward whiskey, studied drawing out the richest notes of vanilla, toffee, and spice through the quality of barrels. Canadian whiskey, 46.1% alcohol by volume. And returned for refund. And now it's got all my fingerprints all over it. There you go. So I have this juice right here in my little Glencairn glass. We're going to give it a little bit of give the glass a little bit of a coating. Hmm. I'm not getting much yet. I think it needs to open up somewhat. There's no age statement, but this is the famous juice that was sitting in casks after his dissertation was written and after he got his doctorate, and there were all these barrels with whiskey in them. What to do but vat them and bottle them. Ah. I'm getting rye and corn. Vanilla. It runs down the glass pretty fast. Maybe I didn't wash the glass properly, I don't know. I'm getting corn and corn husks. I'm getting some rye notes mixed in with that there. Getting some vanilla. Vanilla. A little bit of toffee. It's not the warm, softy toffee, if you know what I mean. It's like a caramel and corn husks. Yes, vanilla. Ooh, vanilla and toffee. A tiny hint of what it smells like from air that was in a tire, if you know what that's like. But just a hint of that, and not in an unpleasant way. It's not stale. Toffee, corn husks, vanilla, caramel, toffee. Ah. A hint of hay. Just a hint of wet hay. Not much. Very Canadian nose. It's not sticking to the sides very long. It just runs right down. There's a secondary ridge right there. Hard to get it on camera. There it is. Secondary ridge right there. Yeah. Why am I getting ham and peas now? It's like ham in a pea soup. Weird. Okay, now we're back to the vanilla and toffee and corn husks. I gotta taste this. Wait, let me just cleanse my palate first. Okay, here we go. Hmm. I get some rye. First and foremost, I get some rye. Rye and vanilla. Lots of vanilla. The rye comes on first, then vanilla. Vanilla coats the mouth. Vanilla coats the mouth all over. And that's mostly what I got in a short, dry finish. The first sip is not always indicative of what you got. I'm going to do that again. Oh, interesting. At first, now with the second sip, it is a vanilla bomb. It's just vanilla, vanilla. I suck in a bit of air, taste it. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Then I swallow. And now my mouth is coated with rye. The top, the cheeks, the tongue, rye. And the rye is hanging on. Wow. The rye is hanging on. And hanging on. And hanging on. And it just fades away slowly. The rye fades away slowly. The vanilla was there. It's funny, you know, the first sip gave me rye first and then vanilla. The second sip gave me a lot of vanilla right away initially, and then that sort of faded away as I swallowed it to rye. Rye coating the top of my mouth, my tongue, the sides of my cheeks, and it's hanging on. The rye is hanging on. It's not going away. It's still there. Will it still be there after I have a sip of water? Interesting. Speaking of water, this is good. This is very good. Yeah, as soon as I swallow, that vanilla just fades away and the rye comes in. It punches right out. Rye, 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 forward rye. Beautiful. I think I'm going to try it with a little bit of water. See what happens. Okay. That's a little bit of water. I don't usually put water in Canadian whiskey But it is 46%. Bring it down closer to 40, 43, something like that. I don't know. Excuse me. There are 2 or 3 standard drops of water in this. Oh. Oh. Vanilla and rye perfectly intertwined on the nose now that I added a couple drops of water. Nothing fruity, just vanilla and rye. And oak. Vanilla and rye. Not overly complex. It's basically 2 notes, but are they ever strong? The vanilla and rye. Now I'm getting corn husks again on the nose. Why, I don't know. And rye. And rye. And rye. But the rye doesn't manifest itself in the way of a minty note or in the way of dill pickle like in an American rye. Although we could be argued that there's a bit of dill to it. Yeah, you know, I think there is a bit of dill to it. At least on the nose. Okay. I don't think a little bit of water does this much in the way of a favor. It makes that delicious vanilla get weaker. The vanilla cuts out a little bit. And the rye is about the same. There's still vanilla under the rye, but it diminishes the vanilla, and the rye stays the same. You still have that long rye finish, that tingliness of the rye, which takes a long time to fade away. It will be interesting to see what happens to this Weiser's dissertation. As time goes on, I may come back to it. But right now, it's quite nice. Yeah. Now, there's less vanilla than there was earlier with the addition of water. And the rye is still there. The rye is right there. It's right in front. It's right all over the coatings inside of my mouth, all over inside my mouth. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on my uvula. It's all over. And it fades slowly. Fades slowly. It's a long finish. It just hangs on and hangs on and hangs on. Nice. Nice. I will drink to your very good health. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.
Uh,